over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9. From motivationals
To news,
to sports and talk.
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Morning, welcome to Breakdown Newspaper Review on 32 FM 94.9 Dugbe Ibadan. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. This is the first edition of the program for this week. Today is the 24th day in the month of May 2021. I am not alone this morning.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Welcome to your morning tonic. I have the Guardian newspaper here, Premium Times, Daily Trust newspaper, and the Nation newspaper.
I have with me the Daily Post, the Punch, the Nigerian Tribune, and the Vanguard newspaper. Front page of the Daily Post, or let me say, headlines I have here from Daily Post. Federal government declares 63 Nigerians, 27 foreigners wanted. Again, herders sack Taraba community, slaughter 5. Presidency shares Buhari's discussion with late General Tahiru's wife. Military plane crash, Aisha Buhari visits family of COS Ibrahim Tahiru. Gunmen invade B Division police station in Oka. Kogi Prince Malik slams politicians for celebrating while late COS was being buried. Zamfara, police confirm invasion of Magami, killing of bandits, death of 2 operatives. Igbo group tasks federal government on peaceful resolution of Biafra agitations. Military plane crash, Oshun mourns 2 sons, Sergeant Okpeyemi Adesina, ACM Oyedepo, Buhari mourns Chuba Okadigbo's son, Pharaoh, and Kaduna plane crash, Senator Orji Kalu tasks federal government on thorough probe of accident. Late DG, ICRC, Chidi Izua, laid to rest, Ikpeazu, presidency mourns. NBA official raises alarm over insecurity in Abuja, Atahiru. Niger President Bazoum telephones Buhari. Middle East's ex-Ocean Speaker Alabi calls for boycott of Israeli-made products. NYSC refutes report of directing corps members not to wear uniform. Kwara government sacks Ilorin College of Education provost. VP's wife Dolapo visits Tairo's widow, hints on Buhari Osinbajo's plan. And another terror group will spring up after Boko Haram. Primate Ayodele wants Nigeria. Don't fly in October. Another plane crash may happen. Primates Ayodele wants Buni. Blame Southeast leaders for Igbo marginalization. Ex-Senator Ayawu and Nigeria Army Chief General Tairo's possible successors emerge.
And from Daily Trust this morning, federal government declares 90 wanted for violation of quarantine laws. Race to replace late Army Chief begins. INEC office on fire in Anambra. The root causes of banditry in Nigeria by Dr. Mukhtar. How to end banditry in Nigeria. Security experts. The genesis, nemesis of banditry in Nigeria. Something, I think that's a special report that you can find from Daily Trust. 4 policemen, 44 others killed in gunmen attacks. NDLEA intercepts 8 billion naira cocaine at Lagos Airport. Only 60,000 pilgrims will perform Hajj this year. FCT panic as gunmen kidnap father, son at Bari State. Still from Daily Trust, while we're targeting 16 billion naira revenue this year, Chairman Bronu IRS Kano Pillars go top after 1-1 draw at Katsina United. Forex speculators to lose 100 billion naira. APCON, Tinubu governors, other Southwest leaders reject secession. 2023 Yaya Bello supporters stage awareness campaign in Southwest. Most definitely, if you go drive around Mokola, particularly the popular hotel there, you'll find banners. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yaya Bello wanting to contest.
Anyway, showing some desperation there.
Desperation, just creating an awareness.
Somebody said, who are those Nigerians begging him to to come contest?
He said the youths.
Okay, you are a Nigerian youth too.
I won't beg Yaya Bello.
Okay. All right, from the Punch newspaper, how we fought attempted kidnap robbery by herdsmen along Akure Elisha Highway. Police fire me Akeredolu absent as Southwest leaders endorse ranching. State police naked corpse of ex-Uni Abuja female student recovered from drain. COS 10 others death. Air Force to decide on military jets after probe. Saudi Arabia issues 60,000 person limit age restriction for Hajj. Bandits demand over 100 million naira to free 13 Nigeria residents. Nigerian President Makinde Mon COS. Others can demands probe. We are not part of your battle. IPOP tells Uzodima Okorocha. And Mopol hoodlum killed as policemen repel gunmen in Ebonyi. Kwara uncovers salary payment to 48 disengaged teachers. Brno rep sacks aid for healing Shekau suicidal death. Soldiers occupy Oweri, tackle residents, block roads. Earthmen kill 5 in Taraba community after peace meeting. Scores escape death as fuel tanker explodes in Kano. Malami Ahmed Emefiele appear before reps today over looted assets probe. Ndigbo in US condemns shoot-on-sight order by the IG. Amotekun confronts armed men protesting or killed suspected cultists. I take that again. Amotekun confronts armed men protesting or killed suspected cultists. Some headlines, political headlines here. Okay, I think that's all I have from the Punch newspaper.
Let's go check out the Guardian newspaper. Nigeria, 9 others have lower survival rate for critical COVID-19 patients. Shell divestment plans aimed at evading responsibility for cleanup, say groups. Lagos registers partners money lenders to boost businesses. Still from the Guardian, Delta Monarch back southern governors on open grazing ban. Others, troops foil mass kidnap in Kaduna, rescue hostages. The Guardian. All right, let's move on and see some other ones here. Yade was for long a mole in PDP. Stakeholders say Ijo leaders insist on producing Delta governor in 2023. Bugaje Agbakoba orders for hashtag Fix Politics Dialogues launch. All right, from the sports side, end of the road as Ayimba holds Pyramid 1-1 crash out. South Africa to vaccinate Tokyo-bound athletes to ensure safe games. INEC bonfires nagging assault on democracy. Let's see one more here. 400 NPA retirees die after 30 years wait for pension orders.
Front page of the Nigerian Tribune, secession not solution. 1999 constitution is problem. Adeyanju, half-world price increase will worsen poverty situation. And Tinubu Baja, APC Southwest leaders, governors oppose secession. Or your local government poll, PDP clears 32 local governments. Inauguration holds today. Stocks, bonds, naira head south. And federal government may have lost $50 million to delayed pilotage tender process. NDLEA intercepts 8 billion naira worth of cocaine. Arrests culprits at Lagos airport. 72 injured in Kano. Petrol tanker explosion. And reps member from Oyo petitions presidency. Buhari calls wife of late chief of army staff. Treat military plane crashes as national emergency. Those are headlines from the front page of the Nigerian Tribune.
COVID-19. Nigeria declares 90 travelers as health hazards. That's from Premium Times. Federal government set for trial of 800 Boko Haram suspects. COVID-19 World Health Assembly to focus on ending pandemic. Interview how Nigeria can be restructured for optimal performance. Enhanced security. Director IIJ. Gunmen attack another police station. Kill officer. PDP to EFCC. Don't probe us or you probe APC too. Nigeria's beach soccer team coach Adamu Ejo is dead. Let's see. Tinubu Oshoba orders strongly oppose Yoruba Nation agitation. Recovered loots. Reps panel invites Malami Ahmed Emefiele. Others, lawmaker sacks aid for calling Boko Haram leader Shekau hero. Akeredolu denies supporting clamor for Yoruba Nation. Shrinking Nigeria civil space. USAID steps in. Plane crash. ACF mourns Atahiru. Orders praise for Buhari to select best replacement.
And from the Vanguard newspaper, that was the last paper I have here. Countries contributing to COVID-19 war, while Nigeria is doing copy and paste. Femi Fasheru. And tearful burial of Koaz, 10 others. Reps others demand probe of military plane crashes. And Lagos Mercy flood. Lekki Estate, where rainwater mixes with sewage water. Niger Delta, the positive evolution of the amnesty program. Buhari speaks with Atairo's wife. And CBN, FAAC, and a governor's misinformation. Police kills scores of bandits in Zamfara. I just laughed after league title. Simeon hopes to keep Atletico growing. That's on the sporting side. 170 children in DRC feared missing after volcanic eruption. UNICEF. Well, that's about all I have there from the Vanguard newspaper and from Tayo too. That's all you have. Okay. Well, Dr. Jadokun is already in the studio. But before we bring him on, we'd like to observe our first break this morning. We'll take some commercial messages. We'll be back in a moment.
Titan Farms Multi-Business Limited is calling all event vendors in Ibadan to submit a tender. This invite includes a tender from decorators, DJs, caterer, both continental and African dishes, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, MCs, cake vendors, cocktail vendors, ushering agencies, bouncers, floor coordinators, photographers, videographers, etc. The tender is expected to be submitted from Monday, April the 26th to 3rd of May 2021. All interested vendors should show interest of participation by visiting the anniversary committee in our office. Time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealer Car Mart, Akala Express, New Garage, Ibadan. Visit our website on www.titanfarms.org or at Titan Farms NG on Instagram.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Kung Fu?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Home. There's something about it. From the feeling of peace and serenity. Bros. Why so deep? Home is anywhere the Airtel Home Broadband is. That's all.
Enjoy more data than before on Airtel Home Broadband. Get a router for 25,000 naira with up to 160 gigabyte and a MiFi for 12,000 naira with up to 55 gigabyte. Reliable home broadband by Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
If you don't know the transfer news, you might tell your friends your team has the top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your friends your team has the top striker, they might loudly disagree. If they loudly disagree, the whole viewing center might get involved. If the whole viewing center gets involved, you might lose the argument. If you lose the argument, you might kick the floor in frustration. Before things get out of hand, settle it with Google Search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and so much more on your Google app.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 Naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
32 FM.
94.9.
Welcome back, 32 FM 94.9. Good morning to you, dear listeners. Good to know you're there. My name is OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. Let's go straight to the analysis. Dele is here.
My name is Dele Adeyanju. Dr. Olu. Good morning.
And top of the day to you.
All right. The first story I have here, it's about the Yoruba nation. Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, Akonde, APC governors disagree with Sunday Igboho. Some leaders of the APC in the southwest have disagreed with Sunday Igboho on his call for the Yoruba nation. The leaders include Tinubu, Akonde Oshoba, Sanwo-Olu, Dapo Abiodun Oyitola, and House of Reps Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila. Akeredolu has been a very strong voice against the division or secessionist position of Sunday Igboho. But Sunday Igboho keeps moving from place to place to create awareness for the secession and call for Odudua state or something.
I think many political actors and many political commentators are not in favor of secession. They're certainly in favor of restructuring. They're certainly in favor of enhancing the identity of the Yoruba people. But it's very, very interesting how far the narrative has developed. That Sunday Igboho, all of a sudden, you understand, is dictating to a certain extent the agenda, trying to shape it, from that point of view. You must give him some credit because people who are intellectually superior to him, you understand, have not been able to move the story that far. But whether it's viable, I'm not suggesting it's possible.
Are these leaders rising because they see the mammoth crowd following Igbo everywhere?
Of course. I think there's a panic. I think there's a concern. And it's quite clear that even though Sunday Igboho has not been tested electorally, that he's tapping into a groundswell of opinion, an opinion which is rooted in injustice, an opinion which is rooted in poverty, and an opinion which is simply rooted in hopelessness. So he's tapping into that. And they know that he's tapping into that, and they're coming up to resist it in every way possible.
And people that know have said that secession is not a solution, it's about restructuring and our constitution.
First and foremost, secession is not going to happen on a coffee table on a platter of gold. The constitution of the federal government, the constitution of this country, is quite clear. It doesn't entertain secession. So anybody who's talking about that should be prepared, you understand, for something quite bloody. And I don't think most people are prepared for anything bloody. I think we just want to live in peace, and we just want to be able to feed ourselves and educate our children and have a bit of security, So I think, yes, it is very fanciful to put it on the pages of newspaper about secession. But the reality of it is that people haven't necessarily equipped themselves. They're not prepared for it. And so I don't think that is going to fly.
So it's not something we should support?
Well, I certainly won't want to support anything that puts the vast majority of the Yoruba people at risk. Where is the army? Where is the battalion? We simply don't have it. So I think the reality of it is that we should negotiate restructuring. We should negotiate a strong Yoruba region within the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I think going outside there without any bargaining chips is what amounts to suicide.
All right, youths own the power. Yaya Bello to run for president in 2023. Supporters of presidential ambition of Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello under the umbrella of Southwest Benefit Conference and a non-partisan group Afenifere for Collective Transformation ACT on Sunday staged an awareness campaign in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital.
Yes, there are people who've been criticizing Yaya Bello all over the place. And I asked the question, would Yaya Bello be worse than President Muhammadu Buhari? I'm not sure it would be worse. So I think we could have worse choices. I think if the guy thinks he's good enough, let him put his ass into the ring and let him be comprehensively vindicated or comprehensively disgraced.
Right.
Short one. Let's move on.
I want to go back to that first story. These leaders that came together, I saw another report here where they endorsed state police and ranching. I think we need to talk about that too.
Yes. I think they've moved the agenda. The agenda before used to be the kind of unitarist kind of agenda, camouflaged as federalism. But I think it's quite clear that everybody is moving towards federalism. Fiscal federalism, cooperative federalism, and federalism in everything, and so on and so forth. So I think there's a gap now. Do we have federalism? Do you have confederation? Most people, political observers, that's the way they are going. This section thing really is coming from the extreme end. The state police thing, as I've said, and I'm still an advocate, you understand, of regional police. The state policing is not the only way forward, but state police recognizes the fact that the security architecture has failed, that the Nigerian police force, as we call it, you understand, is ineffective, is unable to serve the needs of its various parts of the federation, and that you need to be able to secure yourselves. And Amotekun is a manifestation of that, but we need to go beyond Amotekun to have something constitutionally that allows us to have our police force in our region, you understand, that can cater for our needs, and so that we don't have to rely on the security of others. The Yoruba nation, or the Yoruba people, as it were, have been in that position before. During the Civil War, one of the reasons why some people suggest we joined the federal government at that time, you understand, was because we simply didn't have our own security architecture. We didn't have them. And so therefore we had no choice. Some people suggest we had no choice than to align, you understand, with the federal government. And we don't want to be in that position again. We want to be able to restructure from a position of strength and not from a position of weakness.
All right, from the Nation newspaper, President Muhammadu Buhari on Sunday evening spoke with widow of the late Chief of Army Staff, Mrs. Fatih Ibrahim Atahiru, describing the departed Army Chief as an outstanding soldier and an institution builder.
He certainly was very eloquent. You heard the speech before, his last speech before he passed. It was very eloquent, it was quite authoritative, and some people tell me, you understand, that he was the most competent Chief of Army Staff to have been appointed from amongst his peers. That's what they suggest. Having said that, I think it's rather unfortunate the way he went and the way he died, and he died so soon. What some people also say is rather unfortunate is that at his military funeral, the president was unable to attend, the vice president was unable to attend, and many of the governors decided to keep their appointment in a light, jolly, or is it merry?
Unable.
Yes, well, they went for a merry with Malami's son, who was apparently getting married. I use the word unable because they probably felt that attending the wedding ceremony was more important than honoring a hero, if we might use that expression.
What signal does that send to Nigerians?
Well,
what signal does that send to youth, people who are ready to work for this country?
Well, that your sacrifice sometimes is not considered important. That when you go and die for the country, you're just dying for yourself. And that you may not even be honored with the decency, you understand, of your elected leaders, you understand, making an appearance. I think, we are making a comparison. I'm not a supporter of Jonathan, but when he was president, and then Azasi died, Azasi had even left the office then. He became National Security Advisor. Jonathan was there. Many other
in 2006, there was a plane crash that killed many generals, army generals. Yes. Obasanjo wasn't in town or wasn't in the country at that time, but he rushed down from his trip.
Yes.
He cut short his trip to be around to check what actually happened to those guys.
And that proves that we don't have governance now at the moment. We don't have active government.
You said Mr. President was unable. Maybe he had some emergencies that, maybe the Vice President had elsewhere to go.
Or like Dele said, Buhari is older. Yes. I mean, Atahiru was born in 1966.
I'm looking at from the Yoruba angle.
Yes.
An elderly man, won't attend the funeral of a younger person.
When the late Murtala Muhammad died, you understand, the Emir of Kano and all those people who are older, understand, than Murtala were there. So in the north, you understand, those traditions don't subsist, you understand, from that point of view. So I wouldn't buy that, you understand. I just think simply that Buhari, in my view, from the evidence available, is not there. And I don't know why Oshibajo couldn't have gone in his place. But the good thing is that the wife of the president, you understand, was able to pay a visit to the widow. And I think at least that should provide some solace. But I think the commander-in-chief ought to have been there. It's only about 15 minutes from where he lives.
He spoke to the wife already on the phone.
We keep talking about...
but that's what we're told, sir. That's what we're told.
We keep talking about the COAs. What about the young, newly wedded officers that lost their lives?
Yes, we must not forget them. Thank you very much. Of course, our sympathy and, of course, our thoughts and our prayers are with those families at this time. Yes, they matter too, and they're important. And I think the reason why we mention the COAs is because it's high profile. The same visit or the same presence, it would have covered all that by being at the funeral and, of course, commiserating with the families. They're important. It is actually the foot soldiers.
Do we need to overhaul our aircraft?
No, we have a problem. That aircraft.
What could be responsible for this? Recurrent in crashes.
That aircraft, King something else. I don't know the exact precise, but that aircraft that crashed.
King 3050.
Yes, we have 6 of them. 6 at the moment. We had 6. 3 of them have crashed. If any responsible government would have grounded the entire fleet, because it means that fundamentally there's a problem. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to entertain sabotage or anything. The greatest sabotage that we have is lack of maintenance and the fact that the funds that should be going to the military have done a walkabout. That's the greatest sabotage we have, from that point of view, rather than what some people are suggesting that, something else amiss might have gone wrong. And I think it's a disservice to these men who are fighting on our behalf, who are going out every day, you understand? We don't have their backs if the weaponry, if the equipment is not properly serviced.
All right, we have the time coming up to 30 minutes. 6:30 now, 29 minutes past 6. We observe our second break and we're back in 7 minutes. Stay with us.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábà oko àgàgà iná sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amáranini ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fún sẹ́ẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí kómi síta fóníbàárà solar CCTV camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfà àbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí somi tútù di gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances DC bulb DCTV DC fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólú iṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé plaza ìdójúkọ Adámàsìngbà stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka ilé iṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó solar.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000. Hi!
Abeg, where una dey see this money?
Money care. Na the ogbonge bonus wey dey sama me as I buy new SIM card o. See dem dey give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
ṣòfẹ́ mọ̀dí rẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń dábìí ẹ̀dùn òbí ó wè health concern global consult and multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited tó jalagbàtà fún gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe herbal food supplement nílẹ̀ òkèèrè làṣírí ibẹ̀ bí wọn náà bá fẹ́ lè ra tó péye tó wọ́n sì tún máa rogún sápò rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó lẹ̀ jí tì tó sì máa gbàdá 10% sí 15% lórí owó tó fi dókòwò lóṣooṣù láì kiri ọjà tàbí múrì fara wa ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dókòwò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti bá a dókòwò papọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi kópa nínú ìdíje yìí kó toríire tí ó wáyé lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí níbi tẹ́ẹ̀dì fọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ìrìnàjò sí Dubai lọ́ọ̀tìlẹ̀ kan níbi sẹ́mẹ́ntì gbẹdọ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀kadà jẹnẹrétọ̀ fìríjì àtètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọlọ́dún kan fáwọn ọmọ wa ṣe fàjẹ́ àjọ tó ń rí sí ìyíkoto ìdíje oríire buwọ́lu ètò yìí kàsílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ health concern lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ epo MRS ní kọjá Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn àti ní Stanbic Bank Building Niger West Area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090 5000 4816 090 5000 4816 health concern sọ ìlera dọ̀rọ̀.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Mọ́rọ́gọ́dọ́ ló yí. Ikọ̀ mẹ́rìndínlógójì ló bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọmọ lápadà nípele lẹ́ni mẹ́rìndínlógún round of 16. Ìjà gudugudu ló jẹ́ kó ṣẹ́kù ikọ̀ méjì lásìkágbá. UEFA Champions League Final 2020-2021. Race course amphitheatre ní pápá ìṣeré Lẹ́kan Sàlámì gangan níbẹ̀ bí ẹ ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Níbi tí Abímbọ́lá Lambi Sporting Crystal ti ń léwájú ikọ̀ Ègé láti máa fún yín ní commentary lédè Yorùbá pọ́nbélé pẹ̀lú àwọn àtúpalẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ mọ́ àwọn àfiwé ńlá tí ó jò dàbí pé yẹn ń bẹ ní pápá ìṣeré gangan. Ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ Táyé Kọ́rẹ́nsì ò play níbẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ tuntun ní Chelsea náà dẹ́mọ́sí gbà. Níbi tí 92 FM 94.9 tẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ àṣìkágbá ìdíje Champions League láàrin Chelsea àti Man City sí. Ẹ ti máa ń gbẹ́dùn ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Lẹ́fìdí kì í bá ṣeun kò lè jọra wọn. Kò gbówó kò gbóbi ló bá dé o. Ẹ gbórí wọlé kẹtún láǹfààní àti fi Plasma TV ṣèfàjẹ́. Fridge, jerseys àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mèremère mìíràn ló wà nílẹ̀ láti máa fi ṣègbádùn. Ààyè ọlọ́lọ́ oníjókòó èèyàn mẹ́wàá ń bẹ́lẹ̀ tí ẹ mọ́ ti ẹlẹ́yìn mẹ́fà náà. Agogo mẹ́wàá àárọ̀ ni jìjìjà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú onírúurú orin. Ẹ pàdé wòlíì àgbà, remote of comedy àti MC Obama náà lọ́jọ́ ọ̀hún. Ta ni yóò gbalẹ̀ láàrin Chelsea àti Man City láṣálẹ́ ọjọ́ yìí? Mọ́jú ẹ̀dẹ́bẹ̀ kó wòrán ayọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbọ̀wọ́ Naija Cafe Rum. Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ lórí àtìlẹ́yìn sponsorship àbí láti bá wa dárẹ́pọ̀ partnership àbí gbogbo òjókòó tó jẹ́ ti àwọn ọlọ́lá tó ń bẹ̀ẹ̀bẹ̀ fún tọjọ́ náà. Ẹ pè ọ̀nà ẹ̀lá sórí 08134428683 tàbí kẹ́ pè Rámídé lórí 07044263290. Ẹni fẹ́ gbégbó ẹ̀.
It's the Smart Kids Show!
Smart kids, are you ready to have a happy moment on radio, learning, and at the same time having fun?
How many sevens can we get in 49?
That would be 7.
All right. By how much is 55 more than 33?
55 more than 33. 22.
If you share 16 coconuts among 4 people, what will each get?
4.
That's interesting. How many trees are there in 18?
5.
And the king had 15 horses. Share amongst 5 people.
3.
Okay, that's interesting. We got a winner this morning.
Then join Auntie Yellow on 32 FM 94.9, Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m.
Smart Kids Show. Let us learn, unlearn, and relearn.
If you no sabi transfer news, you fit tell all your padi say na your team get correct top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your padi say na your team get correct top striker, dem fit shout dey follow you argue.
No way.
If dem shout dey follow you argue, everybody for viewing center fit shook mouth for the matter. If dem shook mouth for the matter, you fit fall your hand for the matter. If you fall your hand for the matter, you fit kick bench as you dey vex. Abeg, before you enter yawa, settle the matter with Google search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and anything wey concern football with your Google app.
Guy, wetin dey make you scatter house like this? Abeg, you help me see my Airtel SIM. I carry am give Sade yesterday o. But you no dey use am again na. Yay! You don carry my bonus give landlord pikin. Na today you go pack out. On top Airtel SIM?
Yes o. If you don reach 15 days wey you never use your Airtel SIM, go find am now. Because why? Ogbonge awoof full on top o. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you awoof o. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions dey o.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, welcome back. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. That's the station. The program is Break It Down Newspaper Review. The phone lines are open right now. 0705 500949, 0809 7949. We have a caller already. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeshu. I'm on last of UI.
All right.
Mr. Adele,
under this government. Arotile, her colleagues wanted to park and greet her, was killed. 40 soldiers were mistakenly killed. As we speak, a plane aircraft is still missing. Another plane crashed, killing 7 on board before the latest one. And importantly, Boko Haram want to give them foreign education. In Adele, we are in trouble. Let's have the best of today.
All right. We got that. 0705 500949 0809 7949. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Bayo.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dele. Good morning, Doctor. I just come a little from my house. I want to briefly comment on the government election in your state. The action of the governor and his government that they be swearing chairman today shows to me that life of Nigerian citizens does not matter to those who are in government. When PDP went for their rally in the Bomashaw last week, a car knocked down a lady. Lady died. There was no respect for that life. On Saturday, report from journalists and the rest shows what happens in the Barapa side. Loss of life, not one, not two. Those lives does not matter. Sorry, will be good today. This is how we find ourselves as Nigerians. We need to wake up and believe that our hope is only in the Lord and not any government, irrespective of their political party. Good morning.
Yeah, well, politics, some say in Nigeria, it sometimes can be bloody, it can be dirty, and it needs not be so. And I think ideology has replaced, or acquisition of power has been replaced by ideology. And that means that people do anything possible to achieve power, even if that means ignoring particular norms in society.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Joseph Uriba.
All right, let's have your contribution.
I don't understand sometimes. Maybe you people are PDP radio station. I expected you to raise this issue. A situation where 4 or 5 people died in Yerua. 1 people died during their campaign in Ogbomoso, and you don't bother. You are talking about Abuja issue. I don't know. It's like you people are PDP radio. Good morning.
I'm certainly not PDP or APC or any political party. I think we call it as we see it. Sometimes some of this news comes before your view and you analyze what you get. And sometimes it doesn't. I mean, of course, all loss of life is painful and all loss of life must be regretted. But to suggest that we don't care about that loss of life, I think, is not proper.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm following from Papa calling you. During the Civil War, about 3 million people were said to have fell because of fighting for the sovereignty of this country. So it is wrong to say that under the one government or the other government, so many soldiers have been killed. Yes, these people fell because of fighting for the sovereignty of this country. And that's the reason why we should have to be embracing them instead of saying auditing them. Try to be embracing them. Just like the way they treat in other countries like Russia, America. Then we should stop playing politics with national security. I've been saying this sometimes. I'm not against anybody playing politics. You can play your politics. You want to play politics, but stop playing politics with national security. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Doctor. Good morning. John and Jock is my name. I want the listeners of this program to take note of what is happening. That this is newspaper review. And whatever the newspaper does not carry, if you read it, you are just doing that at your own discretion. So we should not mix it up. Thank you. I want to talk about the recent plane crash that terminated the life of the Chief of Army Staff and other senior military and media officers. It's one accident too many. While there is need for an extensive inquest into this military plane crashes, including the last 2 plane crashes in which the lives of officers not less than 20 were lost, this was certain the reason for these increasing crashes. With the aim of avoiding future occurrences. a situation whereby the military will investigate itself or other student investigation bureau to investigate and report back to the military to be non-starter, because you cannot be a judge in your own case. A clear violation of a long-standing common law principle. You are a lawyer coming all the way from Magna Carta in the year 1250. John Njoku is my name. Thank you.
All right, thank you. John Njoku.
Yes, very good expose there.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Really good morning.
Good morning.
Please, like John Njoku just said, it's actually a newspaper review. I don't think you will bring up what you did not see in the papers, just because much as our heart goes out to those that lost their lives, it is not right, even if it is one person. But that issue, this is a newspaper review. I think we should actually take note of such things. Now, still on the military, the COS is that and this. Like I said DELE on Saturday, I said, what are they doing about it? Are they not just going to close it and we'll move on? Will we make efforts to see if such thing will not happen again? Like Doctor just said, 6 of such planes are around, 3 are gone. What do we do to those other 3? Should we allow those 3 to still fly, or do we check and say, is it not death in waiting? These are things they should talk about. But you see, they will neglect it and be doing something else, leaving us to lose one of our best. The best is what we are losing, and this is not right. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Olufemi from Oyo. Now, I just want people to know that Anadi says when others are losing their head, keep yours. And that is what Nigerians should be thinking about. Now, thinking that the people in government does not think about us is not right. Now, those people that contested now, they will be sworn in. People should know that Nigerian politicians are not worth fighting for. Now, those people have died now. The people that contested will be sworn in, they will be jubilating behind this and whatever. And now, let's look at it. Is it the Imakinde family that shoot? Are they not the people who around themselves there? Now, are the people from, they want to say the police officers shot? But people, politicians, one party against the other. That is why we should wake up. If anything happens, we are on our own. Let's go and on the over the because if anything happens, that is the end. And we have seen now, it is not government's fault, but our people's fault. May God help us.
Thank you. May God help us. The office of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Awka, Anambra State capital, was gutted by fire. Suspected militants of the outlawed Independent People of Biafra, IPOB, broke into the office on Sunday night. They had engaged security operatives in a gun battle before setting the office on fire.
I think IPOB is gaining in notoriety and strength. And of course, they have an agenda. That agenda is to prevent elections from holding in those areas. And I think it's going to be unfortunate because if there are no elections held, then you're opening the door for emergency, for state of emergency, as it were. But they feel it's an effective strategy.
All right, I think we have to take a last break on the show before we come back to conclude the program. The numbers to call again, 0705 5000 949, 0809 7000 949. Stay with us.
So, madam, what symptoms are we talking about here? Does he talk too much over the phone?
Yes, doctor.
Does he browse too much also?
Yes, too much, doctor.
Oh, I see. And he never runs out of data, right?
Doctor, as a matter of fact, if my husband is not on a call, he's watching videos and laughing so loud.
Kai, madam, your husband has got the Glow Breaker fever.
Yes! Catch the Glow Breaker fever when you register and activate the new Glow SIM. You get 600 Naira bonus instantly. Up to 100% bonus on every data plan, so you can browse, talk, and chat as long as you like. Both new and existing customers also enjoy 700% bonus on every recharge. Visit the nearest Glow World or retail outlets to register and activate your SIM.
Glow Unlimited.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081 68 73 7222.
egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ́jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ́jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. a wà ní nọ́mbà 17 ọba akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn. Then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
As I search online for different medicine to take make belle no enter. Now so I can't jam this self-inject where person go take hand inject himself. The first thing will come my mind now, wow. So woman fit give them self-injection now? That one me say, I no go they go clinic on they stand for long line. They wait for one auntie where go they use corner eye they look me. I come talk say, make I try am because now only one injection I need make I know for carry belle till 3 months pass. Even self, anybody way doctor, them don't train, go fit do am for anywhere where them like. I be the fear the time where I first give myself the injection. Because me self they fear do, but I come see say this injection it dey easy to do and it no dey pay like normal injection. Right now, the level of confidence where I get it don't high. This self-inject medicine to stop belle don't give me power. Now, now me dey in charge of my body, my time and my future.
You go like check out the different way them wey you go take avoid belle wey you no want and get more information about self-inject. We have visit discoveryourpower.org today or make you search for #discoveryourpower on top internet. Now Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health support this information.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
All right, 0705 5949 0809 7949. This is the last lap of the program. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
This is John Olaruwaju from Ado.
All right.
On the meeting, the APC in Southwest Ed in Lagos with Senator Bola Tinubu and Baba Bisa Kode with others. And the Speaker of the House of Reps also there. And they make Nigeria to understand that they go against the secession. Yeah, and they agree with the restructuring. I think in 2015 and 2019, the APC are still in the government now, and they are
believe in restructuring as a part of their manifesto that they will restructure Nigeria. But the Speaker of the House of Representatives also there yesterday, and since today, that Javier Amina has never raised the restructuring in the House of Assembly, and then even the Bola Baba Tinubu also, in the way he clamoring for restructuring in time of Jonathan is different from the way he's clamoring for the restructuring in time of Baba Buhari today. And now they agree yesterday that they are still on restructuring. Are they not deceiving? To me, they don't deceive me as far as I'm concerned. It's like they want to play another game for Nigeria.
All right. So when you're eating, you don't talk.
Yeah.
Table manners,
I think
right?
it's made a point in the House of Representatives. I've never heard Bajamil Mila.
Just say Baja.
Baja, yes, Baja. I've never heard him raise this issue of restructuring. It's simply not on his view. But you also have to understand that Baja and Tinubu are lockstep. There's not a secret lighter's paper between them in terms of political persuasions or political views. So I think many of them are taking a cue from Tinubu to see where he's heading before they state their positions.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning, Bayo.
Yeah, good morning, Doctor. God bless you in the house. I want to firstly thank my brother at Mokola, John Joku. God continue to bless him. We listener, just give us the opportunity. I just say it's not the PDP or any party radio. Let us get it clear. Now, my take is this. About what John just said. You don't expect that I'm not to say anything to sorry. You can't do it. If you try it, I bet you next week they start this impeachment. You see, I always say it is not that we hate this government. It is that all what they promised us then when we want to chase Jonathan away, we didn't get it. If you notice, I call, I ask, how many people they feel at least 80% of what they promised? The fuel, the food, everything. I mean, we will not talk, but things keep on getting worse. The Bukhara will be crushed between some days. Now it's getting worse. They now to keep quiet, to be supporting them. It's not possible. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Bayo. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is a little different, brother. As much as I'm not a party to the cause Igbo is running for, but we can see the impact of this moving around. Some people that have not been talking about restructuring are now talking about restructuring. So I believe the move we went, as they went extra mile, people are coming back down to our level. And that, I think, is the cause is really fighting for. Because the situation is as they are asking for, I know it's not visible, but at least they are forcing people now to talk about restructuring. And for people to come around and say they are talking about Southwest politics, you are not involving any Ibadan man. I saw an article that said there is no Ibadan politician in that meeting. And I believe they said Ibadan is the powerhouse of Western politics. If we are excluding people from Ibadan, I don't think that meeting is really that of the Southwest. And concerning the plane crash, it's very unfortunate that it's happening. Your best expression is, if out of 6, 3 has collapsed, why don't stop others from flying? And moreover, I think because of what we are fighting, they need to start fighting it from inside. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you. 009 7000 949 0705 5000 Hello.
Hello, my name is Alabi, calling from Akobo.
All right, go on, Alabi.
I just want to react to the views of Akeredolu and the others about the secessionist policies. You see, we elected them into government. They are not the one that will dictate what happened to this nation. When the Igbos, when they fought the Biafra war, they saw what is going to happen ahead of time. And it's happening now. The country is totally marginalized by the other side of the country, which I don't want to mention. You see, let it not, I don't want it to be very too late for the Yorubas. The people at the other side, they are moving up and down, killing and trying to dominate. We are here speaking English. I will just hope it will not be too much for us before we agree to. No, not that I will give you restructuring. let us fight for what belongs to us. What are we benefiting from the North? What is the North contributing to this country, if not for the negativity? Thank you, and have a nice day.
All right.
Well, we're speaking English here, aren't we? But sometimes through English you articulate your demands, you clarify your position.
Good morning.
Good morning, comrade.
This is Comrade Omalolu Ididira from Agogo in OLUTAYO.
Let's have your headline. Good morning to you.
In respect of the lady that died during the campaign of Ogunade's PDP, I want to appeal to the magnanimous Governor Sheimaki. I know it's highly magnanimous. So please investigate the matter and let justice be served. Now, in respect of the position maintained by APC governor toward the agenda of urban nation, we should all understand the right to self-determination is recognized by United Nations. Igbo agenda is not a legal agenda. Although I don't share the secession agenda as well, but we should clear it to people that Nigeria is a member of United Nations signatory party. Since then, it's bound on them for us to recognize the right to self-determination. It's not illegal. Igbo is pursuing a legal agenda. Have a nice day.
All right.
Well, there's a limit to that in the Nigerian constitution. You have a right to self-determination, of course, if you go by United Nations and the African Charter. But the Nigerian constitution does not allow secession. I'm not suggesting I agree with the position, but that is the legal position.
One more call before we step out of the studio. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hello, good
morning.
Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning. Now, 32 FM, this is John. 32 FM is not a PDP station. Let me just put it clear. It's not a PDP station. Anybody that wants anything called politics should go and be taking his own radio and call it a political station. Thank you.
Thank you, John. It's going to be the last call. Doctor, we have to go.
Yes, I think people have made it clear with their voice. We express our opinions and give our analysis as we see it. Sometimes it falls on the side of APC, PDP, or whatever political party. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. But that's what we must do. We must speak truth and we must speak it to power.
All right, thank you so much for your time with us. Thank you, Dr. Oluwajedoku. We'll see you again on Thursday. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you for your time.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM 94.9.